YouTube. What's good, everybody? It is your boys, Rel and Will. We are back here with Cuz We're Geek'D. Cam isn't on with us today, but he will be back on again with us here very soon. We got some things to talk about today, guys. Like I said, it is your boy, Rel. I got my cuz Will on. What's good, man?
Just out here chilling. It's getting chilly down here in Texas. So
Yeah.
it's trying to stay warm, ready to talk some nerd stuff.
Yeah, man, ready to get our geek on, man. Welcome to the Glow Sun Geek YouTube channel, guys. We definitely appreciate you viewing, and we also would appreciate a whole lot more for your subscriptions. Like I said, we're going to try to be a little bit more active to the channel here, guys, over the next but future videos. We're going to try to be a little bit more active for you guys. So let's go ahead and get into it, man. In today's video, spoilers. I mean, if you ain't seen this movie by now, you really had no excuse. It's showing streaming and the movie theaters. But we're going to be talking about the Matrix Resurrection. I got it right this time. I know last video I didn't get it right.
Matrix R.
Yeah, Matrix R, exactly. Matrix Resurrection is what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be doing a spoiler discussion on that. And we're going to talk briefly about this guy right here. We're going to be talking about the Batman trailer, the cat. It was called The Cat and the Bat, or the Bat and the Cat trailer that came out last week. So we're going to get into that too, kind of give our opinions on what we think the Batman movie is going to do and stuff like that. But let's go ahead and get into it, cuz what did you... So first of all, I'm going to break it down too. So we usually overall, we give our opinions, positives, negatives, and then we do what we rate this movie. So kind of give us your overall thought of the Matrix movie, Matrix Resurrection.
I feel like there's a lot going on. I mean, to me, it was okay. Nothing to write home about, nothing. I don't, after watching it, I don't feel like it would be one that I would make a point to watch again. Because if I do watch it again, it's probably me watching all of the Matrixes, and just doing all of it together. But as a standalone, this one, they changed. They changed a lot as far as like having the different characters. It was all right. It was all right. Like it even took nicely. It took my wife out. Somebody had asked, I was like, "Oh, so what did you think of Matrix?" Like, it was okay, and it had her shocked because typically I'm like, hey, if I was entertained, I understand like folks put in their heart and soul in this. Hey, I'm not gonna really bad talk movies because I understand like what folks put through. But I mean, this one's, I'm not bad talking it, but it's like, I mean, because I think also like this was the following movie that I watched after Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
It was a tough one. But yeah, they left a lot to be desired. They did have some pretty cool things for it, of course. It was shoot 'em up, some dope fight scenes as well. You had the the way that they brought it in as far as like to me it felt like they're trying to go with like a psychological thriller-ish. Ish. Because it was like, is Neo mentally stable? Is he not? Is what he's been dealing with it really happened? How did they actually come back? So all this different stuff just made it feel like they're going for a psychological thriller on top of your Matrix high action, high shoot 'em up style. It's I would have been fine if they didn't do the movie, just to be honest. So yeah, it could have been without, because like for me with MCU, it's all about moving the story forward. Like if you
Right.
do, as you're going from movie to movie, you got to be moving it forward. And with this one, I don't really see how it really moved the story forward. And to me, that's what really hurts it is the fact that they really didn't move it forward. So
Right.
that was a tough part for me. What about you? What you think?
You're a whole lot more nicer than me, man. Listen,
Like I said, I try not to down talk folks heart and soul
yeah,
for their creativity.
man.
I try.
I really, really wanted to like this movie. I remember when they had announced Matrix 4. I was excited, because we want to revisit that world of the Matrix. But when I found out that only one of the Wachowski siblings was making it, I was kind of nervous. I'm like, why is only one of them making the movie? Like, what's going on? But then I'm thinking, okay, hey, it could turn out good. It could turn out good. You know, we saw that the first Matrix was a classic. Like that's universally loved. A lot of people love the first Matrix. Second Matrix was okay. Third one, and then it got to this one, and it was even worse. It felt like it kept getting worse each movie. And
Yeah,
when, like you said, with the whole MCU thing and them, progressing the story forward, it feels like we had more questions in each movie, and we never got an answer in each of the movies. And so with this one, this also left us with a lot of questions, man. I'm just like, okay, hey, like you said, you and Hattie watched it. Listen, Terry probably watched the first like 10 minutes of it. She just walked out the living room. She couldn't
actually,
do it.
Hattie watched a little bit of it. She didn't watch all of it. The little one, he was fussing.
Yeah,
But she went to go deal with him, and I finished the movie. It's like, mm,
yeah.
you're good. You're good.
And after I watched the whole thing, she was like, "So did you like it?" And I was like, "No, I did not." I'm glad I didn't go spend money on it. I ended up watching it on HBO Max because I started
Yeah.
hearing like some mixed reviews on it, and I was like, "Dang it, man!" Because matter of fact, we were in Houston, so I didn't really have time to go to the movies like that. So I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna end up going to the movies and watch when I get home." And I remember hearing, like I said, heard some reviews for it, and I was like, when I heard the reviews, I was like, "Oh crap, you know what? Let me watch this when I get home." And I remember Cam is the one who told us, like, yo, you can watch it on HBO and go to the movie. So I'm like, okay, cool. I just watch when I get home. And so watched it when we got home. We kind of got settled in and everything. And like I said, first 10 minutes, she was out. She's like, no, I'm done. And I was like, no, maybe it'll get better. It didn't get better, man. Um, but yeah, I didn't like the movie at all. I really did want to like it. I had hope for the movie. Trailers didn't look too bad. We love to see, Keanu Reeves on the screen
Yeah.
coming back as Neo.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of stuff, man. We'll get into the individual negative stuff that we got out of it, but was there any positives in this movie to you?
Like I said, I like the fight scenes. The fight scenes. That's one thing that the Matrix know how to do is fight and shoot them up. So like that part, I really enjoyed. It just reminded me of like the classic Matrix stuff. The slow down, the extra power, being able to fight. Uh, One thing I did like is how they did Morpheus. I'm not gonna lie, having him as not a human body, but more of what is it like? Just the those I forgot what they're called, but basically the
He's
tiny
like
robot with
he's
the
like a
beads.
program. Yeah. So
Yeah,
they
I thought that.
yeah.
Yeah, I thought like that was pretty creative. I like that part. Just having them on the human side. So it took care of why not have Lawrence Fishburne back in there. It's like okay, have a younger guy, and then boom, he's actually a program. He's not a human body anymore. So okay, that's pretty cool. The way that they did that, but yeah, they did leave a lot to desire. But yeah, that's what I like. To shoot them up the Morpheus creativity for Morpheus. What about you?
Let me think here, man. I really got to try to find. Like I said, I guess the positive. Like I said, I like to see Keanu Reeves and again as Neo.
Oh yeah.
The fact that that's pretty much all I got positive wise, bro. I had like a lot of negatives I wanted to get into. I guess the fighting for me, it's gonna be into a negative part for me. It just, I guess let's go ahead and get some negatives, bro. Like I said, I got a lot of negatives. Keanu, just seeing Keanu again, man, and keep Carrie-Anne Moss. I guess you could say those are the two positives here. A ton of negatives, bro. I'll go ahead and get your negatives out the way. And I'm gonna go ahead and do mine, man, because I'm probably gonna be a little bit long.
All right, storyline was weird.
Yeah, it's very weird.
So using so the way that they end up going with the storyline and changing how the truth. So we knew at the end of the revelation that they had died. So they had a.
That's the thing. I thought that they had said. I thought they had said like years ago that Neo actually didn't die at the end of Matrix 3. Now all of a sudden they're saying he did. Well, okay, yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like it made like things weird. So with them, so they saved them, spent all this time to save them, kept them together but apart to be able to do the program. He had Neil Patrick Harris, like him on the screen every time, each of his characters, other than this one, as an analyst. So, and then with that, with this particular analyst, it was like, he just wasn't that what you would do as a bad guy. Like, he's a great actor, but his bad guy in this particular role
left a lot to be desired.
Yeah. Because like he can be like that smart bad guy as far as like outthink folks and have a plan for everything, but for this particular one, I don't think that the storyline helped him in that way, and to me, it overall weakened what he could do as well. Then you had the new Agent Smith, which was his boss. Yeah, it was the big boss as well. So that was really weird. He came and helped him, and then he like ghosted at the end to where a different body. They said like Morpheus was cool because of how they did the body. Changing Agent Smith was really weird because that was such a massive thing. The analyst, I don't. It was such a. It could have been a more stronger presence if they would have did it right, but it felt like they brought him down to deal with this just to be able to beat him, and they could have did it much better because of how strong Neo is supposed to be. It was pretty cool with Priyanka Chopra being basically the dope version of the little girl that we saw, whose dad was a programmer as well.
Yeah.
It was cool to see her like basically being to help to be able to help them when the dad after what all the dad had did as well. But yeah, that storyline to me, it kind of felt like it reminded me of Amazing Spider-Man. Like the characters are good, but the storyline is what ruins it. You know,
like the first one or the second one?
The second one.
I was about to say, don't you do the first
one? Not the first one. The first one was fantastic, but the second one, like you enjoy the characters, and the characters you've grown to enjoy you, and you have high expectations, and then the storyline just hurts it. Reminds like Green Lantern. High hopes, good characters, storyline fails it. That's what I felt like that's been happening with the last few Matrix ones. High hopes for it, especially after the first one, and it just feeling, yeah. But it's hard to say no to Matrix, man. It's Reeves, uh, it's Keanu Reeves. Yeah, of course we're gonna watch him on the screen. But it's the storyline could have been so much better to enjoy so much more. What about you?
Like you said, man, I think we're starting to get to fall at the tail end of the Keanu science. I think the Matrix might have just sped that up a little bit with him. Like I said, it was a lot I took out of it. I'm gonna address some of the ones you said. With the whole Morpheus thing, at first I was like, what is this? Like, he's a program now? Like, what's going on? But then when you watch the movie, you understand this is like 60 years in the future. So it makes sense that he's not alive anymore. So they had to go that route. That's cool. The one thing, like you said, with the story and everything, like the fact I knew something was up. The first red flag for me was when they made it seem like, oh, the Matrix this is based off a video game. And Warner Brothers was the bad guy. I'm like, what? I was like, what? Yeah. What are we talking about here? So I'm just like, when I heard that part,
make it no matter what.
Yeah. I was like, oh my god, man. When I heard that part, I was like, yeah, it's starting off on the wrong foot right there. That's the red flag right there, bro. It's just like, okay. You were talking about the fighting. I went back and I watched the old Matrix compared to now. Mm-hmm. The fighting in the old Matrix movie is a whole lot more better, bro. That's a whole lot more better. A whole lot better than it was in this one. Everything, the action seemed kind of cookie cutter, very flat, very Matrix in the context of the Matrix. It seemed very generic. He's like, oh, we gotta show somebody run off the wall. Oh, we gotta show this slowing down. This is like. In the first Matrix, it was a natural thing. You know what I mean? Like everything that happened, it seemed like it flowed a little bit more natural compared to this. And I just did not. I was not into any. I wanted to be grabbed by something, and I was not grabbed by anything. Yeah. And like I said, with nothing to like the fact that they gave Carrie-Anne Moss. Look, I like Carrie-Anne Moss's Trinity in this movie, but all of a sudden now she has the same powers as Neo. It's like, remember, everything
no longer the one.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like everything was based off of Neo being the chosen one. Now you have two chosen ones.
Yeah.
Like I was like, okay, what are we doing here, man? What are we doing? And the fact, like I said, there was a lot of I guess I could say the premise of a lot of the stuff, like that instead of you having to call somebody to exit out the Matrix, you can find a portal through one of the mirrors. I like that part. I like that. I like that part, bro. I like that part. But the fact, like, I don't know, Neo and Keanu kind of seemed kind of old in this movie, man. Like he moved kind of slow and clunky. Everything didn't seem fluid like it did in the first Matrix. You know what I'm saying? Like this one felt like real clunky. Matter of fact, this movie felt like a Netflix movie.
Oh yeah,
that's what it felt like. It felt like a Netflix movie. And I'm just like, man, like I said, I didn't like this movie at all, man. As far as like what you said early in the video when you said it shouldn't have been made, I don't think that it should not have been made. I just think that maybe if you wanted to go and revisit the Matrix, you should have got another director. Because it's time to move away from the Wachowskis, because their last like handful of movies after the first Matrix have either gotten poor reviews or mixed reviews. I mean, do I need to bring up Jupiter Ascending to anybody?
Oh no,
Jupiter Ascending. That's
no.
Cloud Atlas was very divisive.
I don't think I've seen Cloud. Wait,
you're not missing nothing. You're not missing nothing.
I don't think I've seen that one.
What's another one? The second and third Matrix, very divisive. Third Matrix probably a little bit less divisive because a lot of people did not like that movie. And then you come with this. You know what I'm saying? Like your track record since the first Matrix, bro, has not been good at all, man. Yeah. And it's like they held on to the success of the first Matrix. I equate it to Rick Carlisle. I had to break up the sports analogy here on our Geek channel, but I equate it to Rick Carlisle. He won that one championship, so now all of a sudden you get all this leeway after that one championship. The Wachowski got that one championship in the first Matrix, and now they started getting all this leeway. And I think with this movie right here, I think that's it. I don't know. I mean, if they do make another movie, it's gonna be a very, very. It's gonna kind of be like remember when M Night kind of hit his snag. At first, he was hitting all these out the park. Then all of a sudden, it's like, it was After Earth. Once that was like the last straw for the studios. He kind of went quiet. Then all of a sudden, he started putting out those little smaller budget movies with Blumhouse, and now he's back. You know what I'm saying? So maybe it's what the Wachowskis need to do. I'm
looking at their track record. Like outside of Matrix, like the other one that I really enjoyed was V for Vendetta.
There you go. And matter of fact, when did V for Vendetta come out?
Ooh, this was like early 2000s, 2005.
See, that was after the Matrix. So V for Vendetta, the Matrix. That's it.
Yeah.
You know
everything else is.
Everything is like I said, either divisive, like very divisive, or just flat out folks didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? And the thing too with the characters that I didn't understand either is so they came out with a story that they were going to bring Hugo Weaving back for Agent Smith, which didn't make sense. You brought back the Frenchman, which why did you even bring him back just to say like, oh look, it's a Frenchman, for people to say, oh, it's a Frenchman. That's it. Like he really sort of purpose in that movie, and it's like, and on top of that, you're a program. Why are you looking like an old dirty bum? You're a program, and so you telling me that he can come back, but you couldn't bring back Hugo Weaving to play Agent Smith again? He's a program. You know what I'm saying? And so, oh my God, man, the producers already came out. They had interviewed the producers and stuff, and even Keanu Reeves himself came out and said, "There's no more match. We done."
Yeah.
I mean, look, if it's like I said, from after the first Matrix, it's been going down slowly, going down in quality in each movie. So for them to say that they're not coming back or they have no plans or whatever, good, man. I think it's probably about time to put the Matrix to rest, man. It was for what it was when it first came out. It was revolutionary. It changed the game for cinema, but as you've seen, we are getting better with our technology. For movie experiences and all that stuff. So this would have been a perfect opportunity for them to you were groundbreaking in 99 with the first Matrix. Let's see what you can do. You had all this time between Matrix Resolutions and Matrix Resurrection to kind of step your game up when it comes to technology, man. Hey, do something else groundbreaking, man. It makes people sit there and talk about it, and it's in our pop culture conscience for the next X amount of years, like the Matrix is. Because like I said, the Matrix came out in 99. We're still talking about the first Matrix. But everybody else talking about the second, third, and fourth Matrix for no good reasons. You know what I'm saying? And so, like I said, if you could have just, kind of just really went and just changed the game again with this fourth Matrix, you had so many opportunities, man. You had it right there. You had an opportunity, man. They didn't. Oh my God, bro. Like, please don't make no more Matrix, man. You giving the first one, like it's like you're tainting the first one, making these movies. And but anyway, yeah, what you think, man?
It was, like I said, it was a whole. Personally, could have did without it, and with the Neo, he just wasn't the same. Because the first one, it was him. He was young, of course. So like the speed, the power with it. Then you could see it progress through the movies. And then for this one, it just felt like a step back so that Trinity could also become the one, which was, like I said, it was weird. Because I can understand like the way that they had together, they're stronger, but for there to be two, the ones was like, so this is how we're going?
Yeah, okay. Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
Yeah, but yeah, it definitely could have been like better for this particular one, but yeah, it definitely could have went without it if they wasn't going to do anything to move the story forward or do anything groundbreaking for us.
So like I said, man, it left you with a whole lot more questions. A whole lot more questions. Like if you thought the first two Matrix, man, you know what I'm saying, the architect and all that from the was it, the second Matrix or third Matrix, whichever one it is, just like you ask them questions, he keep giving you like these little riddles and stuff you gotta solve. Like, bro, just give me the damn answer so I can know what's going on. As the audience, we want to know what's going on. I'm confused right now. Like you're not making it any better. I'm even more confused than I was going into that situation. Like I need you to tell me what is going on. What is the Matrix? What is all this? We don't know what's going on. And on the surface, yeah, we got an idea, but if you're trying to make it a real integral part, like something is like it's real psychological and makes you think and so you really want to deep dive into what the Matrix is, you're not giving us any answers. Like I said, you're giving us more questions than answers. And I'm just like, bro, I'm done, man. Like, just don't give me any more. Like, if they want to revisit it like 25 years later down the line, and yeah, we'll probably can look into it, bro. But right now, no, I'm done with the Matrix, man. The tomato meter score right now is a 35%. I'm surprised that high.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. The audience score is at 60%. Surprised that's that high. Like I said, I think I addressed this on a previous video. They have a new rating system for the audience on Rotten Tomatoes now. So now you can verify that you actually seen the movie. Because like we said before, a lot of people will go in there and just be like giving a bunch of 10s or a bunch of 0s, depending on if they like the movie before it came out or don't like the movie or whatever before it comes out. And so now you can verify it, and these are this is how the actual audience feels about the movie. It's 60% of the people liked the movie. Like I said, I'm surprised that high. But critic rating is 35% on Rotten Tomatoes. So yeah, it's not looking good, man. Like I said, oh wait, hold on, I'm sorry. Oh, my bad. What score you got? I think I got the wrong one. I got Revolution.
It's basically sitting at the same thing. 65 for Rotten Tomatoes, 5.7 on IMDb, and then 64% on Metacritic, and 63% for Google.
Wow. Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry. It's 65% on Rotten Tomatoes critic score, which I am surprised that high.
Yeah.
I'm surprised, man. And the audience is at 64%, so it's around the same.
Yeah.
Whew, man, I'm surprised that high, bro. Yeah, that was the one I just read out to y'all. That was Matrix Resolutions. That was the third Matrix.
They still haven't, they still around the same.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I didn't like this movie at all. What do you give this rating on this movie, man?
Has to be about around a 60.
So you giving this movie a 6 out of 10?
Because I did 50.
Dang, yeah. You're doing a 5 out of 10.
Just 5 out of 10. I think primarily it's because I enjoyed the series so much. So I had such a hope for it, and it didn't get anywhere close to that.
No.
If it would have been like a standalone movie that came out, then maybe it'd be like, oh, okay, like it is what it is, and this is the grade that I give it. It'd probably have a high grade. But because of it's going with everything beforehand or that came out before, it tanks the score for it. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10 at 50%.
Boy, you being nice today, cuz you being nice.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give this joint a 3 out of 10, bro. And the only reason why I'm giving it a 3 out of 10, all the negative stuff outweighs the positive for it.
Keanu Reeves,
like you said, us just revisiting, I'm giving it a 3. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, it was good to see these characters again, but execution-wise, it was not there.
Yeah,
like I said, I am really surprised. Yeah, man, listen. They missed a landing by about 400 yards, bro. Like, it was nowhere close. Like I said, I'm surprised it got a 65% on Rotten Tomatoes, man. I would have thought it was way lower than that.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. Is this one better than Matrix 3? If you had to choose.
I would have no,
No,
no, mm-mm, no.
I definitely for sure don't think it's better than Matrix 2. Like
Yeah.
I didn't hate the Matrix 2. I liked it a lot more than
Mm,
of course 3 and 4, but it
yeah.
wasn't great. It wasn't great at all. That I
Mm.
definitely can admit. Yeah, okay. Yeah, 3 out of 10 for
But
me. 3 out of 10.
the way that the Matrix was, with it being groundbreaking, the way that it was shot, the storyline for it, it's hard to duplicate that. So for everything else to follow, it was already going to be tough for them to even reach that level.
I
But
The
it
thing
felt
is,
like that they didn't even really put the same creativity that the Matrix did.
mm,
Because the original Matrix was this fantastic storyline. The cinematography, like that was just a great movie across the board.
right.
But for the everything that followed, it just felt like that they was trying to stick with the same thing instead of actually. The only thing that you should have stuck with was, all right, so we said that we had these characters, but hey, creativity. This is what we did with this first one. We need to keep getting creative with this. This is what
Right.
people love, was the creativity. And so, and because they failed to do the creativity on part two, we got part four missing creativity. Like you said, a lot of it was cookie cutter. It was Matrix cookie cutter instead of going uh, for the next generation of movie watchers, moviegoers to talk about. Yeah, they missed the mark on it.
Just I know you were saying it'd be hard to kind of top that. We
Mm-hmm.
know now that, like for example, Lucasfilms has changed the game as far as where they film their shows at now. Like you're
Yeah,
not going on location anymore. They have a room where it's damn near like a 3D room, and they could
yeah,
change it to any format or any landscape that they wanted to. That right there is an example of, look, we used to do it this way. We're
mm-hmm.
gradually growing technology wise to where
Yeah,
they, man, look, now we're to the point like, hey, you just come over here to Orlando or whatever in this dome, and you can change this landscape to whatever it is that you
yeah,
want to change it to, man. And it seems so realistic, as if like you're really on that planet or whatever. And that's
yeah,
why I felt like they could have did the same thing with the Matrix. Like, just it's too much. You had too much time in between, man, to not understand and try to gradually change your direction of how you did your movies. Like I said, you found a way. How did you find out? How did you find out how to do the first Matrix? You tell me there's nothing that you can add to that. Like James Cameron, for example, you saw how he did
yep,
it, man. He look how he got to the part where he did the Avatar movies. That was
yeah,
groundbreaking. And so,
yeah.
like, you telling me that you can't do that same thing with this franchise that you yourself created? It's not something from some book that you didn't that was wrote or
But
written
this
or
one
whatever.
is, it is,
What, the Matrix?
yeah, yeah. It's a black lady had wrote the book.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I mean,
But
like,
still,
it's your baby
like
though. Like
there's
yeah,
still the cinematography, the way that they did the cinematography from it. That's what I'm saying. Like you have the characters, you with these characters, you know what you want from them.
mm-hmm.
Boom, get creative. Get out of think outside the box and get creative. That's what you did. You put forth the creativity in the first one. For the rest of them, get creative. Bring a new type of creativity to each of these as you're moving forward, and it will keep. It would have more people instead of asking a ton of questions after each movie. It'd be
and
like
and
groundbreaking.
and simplify the story. If you can,
Yeah.
you actually pay attention to the first Matrix. The story was not complex. It was very
Mm-mm.
simple, something that we all can
Very.
follow and understand. Like, oh, okay. So we're thinking
Yeah.
like, okay, you're gonna add to that mythology with the second one. But it's like, no, you went way over here with it. It's like, where you
Mm-hmm.
going? Why you
Yeah.
not right here? Why are you going way over there? And
Yeah.
that's what they ended up doing in the second, third, and fourth. Man, like I said, they just kept gradually moving the
Yeah.
goalposts, as they would say. You know what I'm saying? And I just
Yeah.
like, like I said, I got to the point like I'm done, bro. Like I don't want to see no more Matrix movies, man, because y'all not learning from. You had 3 chances, man. You
Yeah.
had 3 chances, bro, from the first Matrix to get it right. Second one, okay,
Yeah.
you slipped a little bit. Like just hold stay right there and take and build on that second one. Nope, we're gonna slide down some more. Okay.
Yeah.
So now you didn't have years past that. Okay, maybe you learned your lesson from the third one to get this fourth one right. Nope, we're gonna continue to keep doing what we did in the second and third one. It's like, oh my god. But yeah. That's our take, guys, on the Matrix Resolutions movie. Not gonna lie to you, I wouldn't recommend. Matter of fact, my future brother-in-law today asked, "Do I recommend?" Well, actually, my future brother-in-law and future father-in-law asked today, "Do I recommend?" I don't recommend. I told him straight up, like, listen, I'm not gonna tell you to watch that movie. Not gonna tell you to watch that movie. I watched it one time. No, I take that back. I think my future brother-in-law did watch it. I think he did watch it. The father-in-law, he didn't watch it. Nah, I told him, like, no, don't waste your time, bro. Just stay away from it. You can find something else to watch. Matter of fact, I still ain't seen The Kingsman yet.
Oh yeah, me neither.
I need to watch that.
Behind.
Yeah, I'm gonna. You know what? I'm not sure this. I don't know. I'll find some time here to watch it, man. I definitely need to watch that one. But yeah. So let's go ahead and turn the page here, cuz, and go ahead and get into this guy right here behind me. Get into the Batman. Listen, believe it or not, we are now officially in 2022. So now we have about 2 months until the Batman comes out. Comes out March 4th. I cannot wait. Cannot wait. Y'all heard me say this on another video. I really honestly believe that this is gonna be the best Batman we've ever had.
Yeah.
I'm calling it now. I mean, like I said, if it come out and it be like the Matrix 4 of all Batman movies, y'all can call me out. Y'all can call me out.
I would be so sick.
I'll be mad,
physically sick.
Bro, I'm willing to bet that this is going to be the best Batman we've ever seen, bro. I'm willing to go on a limb and say that right now, bro. I don't normally do that with movies. I'm kind of one of them. I'm gonna wait and see before. Like, I might think like, oh, I think this might be good or whatever, or it might be bad. But as far as like a bold statement like I just made, I usually try to wait until the movie comes out. But with this one, bro, it's a feeling, bro. It's a feeling. Like I said, just listening to Matt Reeves and these different interviews, man, his sensibilities of the movie and how he approached the movie. Listen, man, I really do think that this is gonna be the best Batman movie because it's a completely different type of Batman movie that we've ever seen. And so for them to kind of take on the psychological side of it, and after us to finally get the detective Batman, that's what I'm talking about right there, bro.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. I was just talking to my wife about it. Same thing, because I broke it down to her. I think that this was going to be a really good one. The actor, I think Patterson is a good actor. Even though even with the stuff he's done, I still think he knows what he's doing, and the style of Batman that they're going with as well is going to be fun. And it's just like even better than what's his name, Christian Bale. It's like, oh yeah, by far. It's like Christian Bale. He sounded like he smoked a 12 packs. Then he was like he barely moved. What made his movies were the villains. He had classic villains, like the people that played his villains were really good, and that's what made his movie so great. And then I enjoyed Ben Affleck. Like I think he was good at it. But this one, I'm really looking forward to it. The trailer that they dropped was fantastic. Like you said, it was Bat and the Cat. I think they hit it with this one. So far, like just the people that they've chosen for these roles, it just seems like they actually took the time to find the people to where what I'm hoping for is like this isn't just a one Batman movie.
No, they plan on making it a trilogy,
and that's what I'm hoping for. And I hope they do the trilogy no matter what. Like even if folks don't see it, stick to it. Stick to your guns. Keep and see what if it does bad, find out what they good, find out what they're bad. Take the good and build on that. All right.
Man, don't speak that, Josh. Man, don't speak that, man. I really
no, I'm just saying.
Bro.
No, I think so too. I think so too. But DC and Warner Brothers been so finicky when it comes to their movies that we're still waiting for several projects to be made, like New Green Lantern. Like that should have came out already, a new one. Yeah, like the Green Lantern Corps we should have that by now. Yeah. So I'm just saying, like, with this one, this trailer was fantastic. His fight, like he was actually fluid with his emotions.
Oh my god, he looked brutal too.
Exactly, like
very Ben Affleckish in Batman vs Superman.
Exactly. So I think this will be the culmination of great villains, a great Batman as well. So I think we went from having like your good Batmans, Michael Keaton, Ben Affleck, your good villains with the Christian Bale villains, and now we have them together, and now we have our good Batman, our good villains, good storyline. I'm ready. March 4th is going down.
Listen, man, I'm telling you, though, this might be an event film like the Spider-Man No Way Home movie. I really think it is, man. I'm ready, man. Like I said, I got my Batman hat. I got another one I think I'm gonna wear during the movie. I don't know if you saw that one clip when they showed Pattinson with no shirt on. He did look a little cut because I remember that was like the big debate online, like. Because he had made some comments about I don't have to lift weights to play this part and this old stuff, and folks kind of were going in on him. And when they showed him, he did look a little bit more, kind of like bigger. And I was telling Terry that because she's having she doesn't really think he's gonna be all that good as Batman. Which I don't know why. Like I said, when people who are the general movie going audience only know him from Twilight. They never seen him in anything else after Twilight. Like the dude is an Oscar caliber type of actor, man. Like he wins all type of different awards. He's done a ton of indie films that a lot of directors and producers and stuff want to work with this kid in. That's why Christopher Nolan. Now y'all know Christopher Nolan style. Christopher Nolan just don't just put anybody in his movies, man. Like when he personally put him in the Tenet. No matter what you think about the Tenet, Christopher Nolan trusted him and believed in him enough to put him in his movie. And and all these other directors and stuff like that. Like I said, the kid he's a Matt Reeves. There was Nicholas Hoult could have been Batman, the guy who played Beast in the X-Men franchise.
Oh yeah.
Could have been Batman. They decided to go with Robert Pattinson, man. And so, like I said, this dude is very talented. I think he's gonna knock it out the park, man. And you can hear his voice. He's not doing that Christian Bale stuff, man. Like he's talking,
exactly.
Just making his voice deep. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. And it seems more realistic and more believable. There's some dudes sound like he got marbles in his throat. I mean, like Christian Bale did good or whatever, but like I said, I feel like it's a mixture of what Christian Bale's Batman and Ben Affleck's Batman. Like I said, this is the first time we're gonna see Batman as the detective, the world detective. Like you saw like a little glimpse of it when they rattled off that riddle or whatever, and he gave the answer to that riddle. Like you can tell, like okay, it's just giving you a glimpse. Like, hey, this is gonna be a different Batman. Like he's gonna be the detective, world's greatest detective. And so, like I said, man, I'm ready, man. We've been talking about this movie. I think we talked about at least 3 times so far on our channel. We definitely are ready, man. Yeah, at a minimum for sure. Is there anything else you want to add about the Batman trailer, man?
Just looking forward to it. I think I'm gonna end up having to treat this one like Spider-Man as well. As far as having to cut back on.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. I'm gonna cut back on the trailers after that because Terry asked me the other day, so I thought you weren't gonna watch any more trailers. And I was like, well, if after this one is gonna be the last one, like I don't want to watch anything else. I don't want to see any. Oh, this clip came out. And all that. I don't want to see any more.
Yeah,
just give me to the movies. Just give it to the movies.
Exactly.
3 is enough for me.
Exactly. I want to absorb everything as like fresh eyes with it, without knowledge of it. Just as it happens, just amazed by it. Because I feel like that's one of the better ways to actually truly enjoy it without any type of spoilers, without the knowing too much that's happened with it. So it's like, you know what? Let me go ahead and cut down.
Right.
And let me go ahead with fresh eyes, fresh brain, because this is what I'm ready for.
Yes, man. Like I said, it will be in the movies on March 4th, guys. So we will be definitely waiting and anticipating and looking forward to that. Yes. So, guys, that's going to probably do it for us tonight, man. We have 2/3 of the Cuss Word Geek crew. Like I said, Cam will be back. We'd like to thank you guys for geeking out with us tonight. You could have been anywhere else, but you're here with us. Happy New Year to you and yours. Hopefully this year will be a whole lot better than the last 2 years.
R.I.P. Betty White.
Yeah, R.I.P. to Betty White, man. I didn't even know she was 99. I was like, what? She was almost there, man.
Post Jinx did. They were doing her 100th birthday celebrations and everything. It was like, she's not 100 yet. Just hold that on it. And boom, right there. So R.I.P. Betty White.
Man, that's crazy. But yeah, man, listen, if you guys are new to the channel, of course, go ahead and do us a huge favor and go ahead and click on that subscribe button down below, guys. Like I said, we're going to become more active to the channel. Probably talk to Jay and Will and I'm sorry, to Jay and Will, to Will and Cam, and we're gonna try to get like a different like little sub channel, sub videos and stuff like sub shows going with our channel. Because right now we just do this one show through our Geek channel because we got other channels that we work on. So we're getting pulled in different directions right now, but we're trying to get this one active. It's a passion of ours. We all grew up, reading comics and watching comics. I mean, I say watching comics. Watching comic book movies and television shows, cartoons, and playing video games, cartoons, anime, Star Wars, anything in the geek culture, man. Like we've been part of it, man, growing up, in that type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? So this channel for us is definitely a passion, and we definitely want to share that passion with our fellow geeks out there in the world, man, that love talking about the same things that we love talking about. So we appreciate you guys following and liking our content. But like I said, if you're new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you enjoy the content, go ahead and hit that like button too, guys. That would help us a lot as we try to grow this channel, just like we're growing our other channels. So we definitely appreciate that. We will be back again. Oh, so we were going to do a Boba Fett video with 2 reasons why we didn't do it, because Cam's not here. He wanted to talk about it. And on top of that, we've been doing a thing where we wait until the whole entire series is over with, and then we give you our general opinion on the series as a whole. And so we're going to probably go ahead and continue that since Cam's not here today. We're going to go ahead and watch the whole entire Boba Fett series. Then we're going to give you guys our opinion of the Boba Fett series. But other than that, man, we are going to try to get another video in yet. I don't know what we're going to talk about. There's always something to talk about, but we're going to find out what we want to talk about. Then we're going to bring you guys another video. So definitely look forward to that. So with that being said, y'all, it is the Cuz We're Geek crew here with you guys. Thanking you again for rocking with us or geeking out with us tonight. It is your boy Rail. It is my cousin Will. Cam, what it do? And we will see you guys again here soon.